All right. I want to start off this live with something real. I have made a decision that some people are going to agree with, and some people is going to think that I'm crazy. Okay. Um, in 2026, I am not using no credit cards, no credit, period. And this is a challenge that is gonna be hard for me. I ain't gonna lie. It is gonna be very difficult. And no emergency on credit. No, I will pay it later. Just cash or debit and discipline. And that's all I'm doing for 2026. People, let's come in, drop in the chat where you are watching from. Let me know which city are you guys watching from if you're just joining the chat. Or if you're rewatching the video, drop on the video where you're watching from. I'm eating a parfait, guys. Let me tell you why I made this decision. So, in 2025, credit cards were so easy and accessible to use. I would go to the store, and the simplest thing, I would just put it on a credit card. I wouldn't even think about it, I'll put it on a credit card. I put it on a credit card because I'm going to pay. I'm going to put it on a credit card. I'm putting it on a credit card, right? And I realized how easy it is to use a credit card. How easy. And even if I have the money on my debit card, I still would just swipe the credit card. Okay? I'll use it instead of using my money, which is actually my money anyway. You swipe now and deal with the stress later. Okay? That's just the mindset that, I don't know. It was just so easy. Sometimes I have all the credit cards in my wallet instead of a debit card. I literally for 2025, because the prices of things went up so much, I really stopped. I'm eating a parfait. I really stopped using debit cards that much. But for 2026, hi, how are you? For 2026, because 2025 I was spending for the future money. In 2026, I'm spending for the present money. Okay? When I used my credit card in 2025, I wasn't feeling the pain of the purchases that I made. I was just spending. And whether it's $5, $6, $10, I don't know what it is. Those $5, $6, $10, they add up so fast. If you're just watching, just drop a like in the chat if you can relate to what I'm talking about. Because the prices of things are so expensive, you just go in the store, use a credit card. Just go in the store, use a credit card. Oh, I'll deal with it later. And so what I realized that we weren't doing, I wasn't dealing with it now. I was dealing with, thank you so much. Hi, New York, big up yourself. And mentally, it kept me into a reactive mode instead of a planning mode. So when I used the credit card, I was in a reactive mode instead of a planning mode. And for real, to tell you the truth, I want peace, not points. Okay? Did I get a lot of points? Sure I did. And I want control, not convenience. Okay? So let me ask you, be honest. How many of you all have ever said, I'll just put it on a credit card? How many times have you went out to eat with friends, you went to do something, and you says, here's my credit card, I'll just put it on a credit card, I'll pay it back later? Yeah. And so Carlton says, I agree with you. Let's talk about the pros though, because there are real benefits to using credit card. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You are a gem. I appreciate that so much. Right? there are pros for using credit cards, right? I'm not saying that if you really have to, don't, because it's more about awareness. When it's your money, you think twice. When it's a credit card, you'll deal with it later. So you're paying for the future, okay? There's some money, okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um I really appreciate that. Thank you. I only use my credit card when when the circumstances are right. Right? The circumstances are right. But in 2025, the circumstances was always right. I don't know if it's just for me or it's just for you. In 2026, the circumstances became, because things were so expensive, it just was always right. It was just always the right time to use the credit card. One, the pros is less stress, okay? Less stress. Some credit cards don't have interest, that's creeping up on you. Have a lot of interest that's creeping up on you. So oftentimes we use the ones, yes. Okay, that thing called Karma. How many times people use that? Or most of my credit cards is used on groceries. Like most of the time I go to the grocery store, I use my credit cards. And that's where it got me, in using the credit cards, right? We're definitely off to a good start. So I told myself I was starting in December. How about December? I found myself still using a credit card. So I said, okay, I'm not going to be hard on myself. January 1st, I will not be using a credit card. So today is January. Is it the 6th of January? I must just say I'm proud of myself. I have not used a credit card in 6 days. Okay. I have developed better discipline. I start planning ahead instead of reacting. Reacting ahead. American Express is a good option. Yeah. I have a yield savings account with American Express. I don't have a credit card with them. My daughter has one. So if you're building anything, okay, if you're building anything, business, YouTube, and you need a structure, credit hide bad habits, okay? Credit hide bad habits, and cash exposes them. Your credit, you hear what I just said? When you use a credit card, it hides your bad habits, but the cash exposes them. Because if you had $5,000 in your wallet and within a month it's all gone, you can see how much you're spending. You say, but wait, I just had $5,000. Where did my money go? Right? Where did my money go? I just had it. So when you have the cash, it exposes it. But when you have the credit card, the $5,000 could be on there and you really don't understand. You really don't see. You spend, I just spent $5 there. I spent $10 there. I spent $20 here. So you really don't get to see the habits that you have. And honestly, guys, I'm not here to fake it. Because there are cons to this level. When you use cash, you don't have no rewards points. Emergency, you have to be prepared when you're using cash, and you can't rely on just in case when you're using cash, right? Can you sign this online petition? Oh, I don't have time for that. I'm talking about credit, talking about real life stuff that we have to deal with right now. Real life stuff that's affecting our life. Okay, so instead of relying on credit, I am relying on emergency fund. For 2026, I'm relying on budgeting and intentional spending. Yeah, I need to do some highlight. On 2026, I'm relying on intentional spending. I'm relying on discomfort builds discipline. I'm relying on budgeting, and I'm relying on emergency fund. So, what is the hardest part about giving up credit cards for 2026? Yeah. Showing support with a like and comment. Creators need creators. And I like right now too. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you, NTZ. Thank you for coming. Ice cream breakfast. No, this is a parfait. It's not an ice cream. So I am managing money without credit. For 2026, I am managing money without credit. That money what DOD just gave me, I'm managing it without credit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So here's how I'm going to manage money without credit for 2026. I'm going to put my emergency fund first. I'm going to have a monthly budget. And it's so hard to have a monthly budget. I'm telling you, I'm going to rebuild my credit, then destroy it royally by capital equipment and flee to Jamaica. It's all in our ears. Yes, especially with what's going on, guys. Are you guys aware? Are you guys awoke? Are you see what's going on? And I don't know if God is telling me something why I started this 2026 no credit card. I'm like, am I preparing for something? I don't know. I don't know. So, as I said, here's how I'm going to manage money without credit. I'm going to have an emergency fund first, in which I always have. I'm going to do a monthly budget, and I'm going to stick to my monthly budget. I'm going to delay purchases. If I can't buy twice, I don't buy it. If I can't buy it twice, I don't buy it. I'm going to plan ahead instead of reacting. I keep repeating this. I'm going to plan ahead instead of reacting. We're in 2026, guys. Yes, NTZ says sounds good. This isn't about being broke. It's about being intentional. There's too much things going on in the world. Have credit, just don't have credit, don't abuse it. Or you can have credit, right? But because of inflation, you go to the store and you might spend something for $5 and you might do that 5 times for the day and you don't realize how much money you spend because it wasn't a large lump sum of money. And that's what adds up. So you're actually paying into the future instead of paying for now. Yeah, because if you had cash, you would have able to see how much money is going on. So let me ask you something just to be honest. Could you go credit card free for a year? Type yes or no in the chat. All right, I'm waiting on the chat. Could you go credit card free for a year? Is that a yes or a no? Let me try to put a poll right here. I'm gonna put a poll. Yeah, could you go credit card free for a year? I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time to answer and see if you guys can. I started a poll. I own my house, 2 cars. I am currently use credit since the late 90s. I own. Okay, that's good. Own a house and 2 cars. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you have maintained credit and have established good credit because you own a house. Completely debt free. Okay. So you don't believe. Okay, so you mostly use cash then based on what you're saying. And which that's good. That is good. But if you did say no, okay? I know 100% says yes, they could. Hopefully you're not just saying yes with a hard yes, because sometimes, we might say yes and we fall back on it. And I'm going to revisit this next month, guys. Honestly, I'm going to revisit this next month because I'm holding myself accountable. Okay? I'm debt, you're debt free. I love that. The word debt free is amazing. Okay. I'm not saying this for everyone, okay? But it's for me. In 2026, I'm going to use discipline. I'm going to use peace. I'm not worried about credit. I have good credit, okay? I'm not I'm building something that's real. I'm not building something that's for that I'm spending now and paying in the future. I'm paying in the present. I'm not borrowing from my future anymore. In 2026, I am living in my future. I'm not borrowing from my future. Okay. And if this life make you think even a little bit, then I just did my job. I'm not going to say don't use credit card, don't have credit card. Credit is important, especially for people who trying to get cars, trying to get a house. You need to have an established credit. Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, okay, don't use credit, period. I'm not knocking credit cards at all. I'm just saying, could you go credit card free without a year for 2026? If you want to join me on this, I'm gonna highlight this for 2026. If you want to join me on this 2026 no credit card marathon to see how long we can go, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna live by example. And if I use credit card, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I'm gonna say, hey, guess what, guys? I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I already transferred some funds from my emergency funding to my account, and if I need anything, I just take it from there. Proverbs 22 verse 7. So I appreciate you all, right? I definitely appreciate you all. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. And I really want to see you in my next follow-up live. I'm gonna try to do next week Monday, okay? And I'm gonna follow up with you guys next week Monday, okay? So you guys are gonna be with me on this credit 2026 credit journey. And if you want, I can create a click worthy live title, okay? And pin a comment. If when I post this video, I could pin one of your comments, okay, in the video. And I'm going to turn this live also into a short clip, okay, so that other people can see. And if you guys want to come on board with this mission that I'm trying to do for 2026, the Bible teaches me borrower is a slave of a lender. Wow. That is deep. You know, I'm from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. Jamaica don't believe in credit. They really don't believe in credit. For a Jamaican to borrow is really less likely for a Jamaican to borrow money, you know? Thank you so much. It's a good vibes. It's really hard for most third world country. They don't like to go to the bank and borrow money, right? They really don't. So when a Jamaican move overseas and telling them to establish credit is very hard. I had to explain it deep and depth to my parents and my husband when they just moved here, and how important credit is, which they both have perfect credit. I'm here to talk about perfect credit and how to have perfect credit, right? Because we do want perfect credit. We want we want a 780, so when we're buying our house, we can get that 4 point something percent or that 3 point something percent, okay? Yeah. Like literally, when me and my husband were buying our house, we got like 3 point something percent. Okay, we got great credit. Okay, so I'm not knocking credit card. I'm not knocking it at all. Credit card is very important. Okay, what I'm saying is, could you guys go here without using a credit card? And as NTZ clause says, the Bible teaches us the borrower is the slave of the lender. So if you keep borrowing, you're going to always be enslaved to pay back the lender. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just want to use discipline. If you can't go a year, could you go 6 months? Could you go 6 months without using no credit card at all? Full 6 months. Or a month. The reason why I'm doing this live and I'm turning it into a video is because I want to get other people on board with me so that I can hold myself accountable. You know what I mean? I can hold myself accountable. And if I hold myself accountable because I have other people on the same marathon with me, it will encourage me to follow through with what I'm saying. Because one thing I did this year, I took all the credit cards out of my card. I only have 2 cards in my bag. I have some gift cards too. I have some gift cards. I have like 3 or 4 gift cards with like $50 on it. They're not activated yet. I have those cards and I'm going to keep them in my mind like they are some credit cards, you know? Or if I want to give somebody something, I say, hey, here's a card. You know, I'm texting my daughter to tell her where I'm at. How do I use this phone now? Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah. 3/4 of the funds goes to the bills in the expenses of living. 3/4 of the funds goes to the savings in the emergency fund. And your fund should go enjoying life. Yeah. But when you're using the credit cards, 3/4 of the funds go to the credit card. So you gotta pay it back. So that's where the savings suffer. Better get used to not buying or selling. What will we do when the mark of the beast come in? You should never go without at least 3 months spending expense set aside. You know what? I work for the government, and when we didn't get paid the other day, a lot of people was panicking. They were literally panicking at work, and they were asking me why I wasn't panicking. And there were resources, and they didn't tell me about it because they were asking, why wasn't you panicking? Why are you not panicking? We're not getting paid for almost 2 months, and you're not panicking. I said, why should I panic? So my husband asked me the same thing. And I said, why should I panic? You're not talking about a year or 6 months. You see what I'm saying? You're talking about 2 months, 3 months. Why should I panic? I really don't get why I should panic. Because if you don't get paid for 3 months, your bills don't get paid. That's a problem. That's a problem. And as NTC says, let me go back to the comment. NTC Claus, you know, he says that you have to have 3 months worth of and this is what I teach my kids. I don't care. Oh, mommy, you never have money yet. What do you mean I never have money yet? Yes, you're right. I never have money yet because I'm not going to go out and spend on something. I'm not going to touch my emergency fund. Like, no, we coming to the end of the year. So I touch my emergency fund because I'm about to re-up on my emergency fund. But before, I wouldn't touch my emergency fund because anything can happen. Life event can happen. Anything could happen. It's important that we have an emergency fund. And so that's why in 2026, I'm going to be intentional in that. If you can't come by those types of funds, you need to do something with your life. Take a college course, invest in yourself, focus on an hobby that pays. Exactly. And sometimes we even like YouTube. YouTube is a job for me. And you know, you might get a little bit of money here and there. And if you don't mind sharp, that hobby money, instead of saving it or investing it, you end up spending it because you're like, oh, it's not a lot. Because it's not a lot of money for small content creators, right? Or you get a lot of money and say, oh, I get this, I'll get it again. You get it again. So you really don't. Yes, I'm Jamaican. So you really don't put it to any use, right? I always say that I'll buy a nice car, but cars are liability. It's not something that I'm really worried about. I have a Toyota and I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But I just saw the check engine light come on, and my cousin's a mechanic. I brought it to him immediately. He said to me, something about, the thing that purifies the gas in here, it's cost $26 on Amazon. And he purchased it because he run the thing. I'm making sure that this car works. Okay? I'm making sure. Because I don't believe in car notes. I like brand new cars, but I don't believe in car notes. Yeah, so a crossbreed is the kids coming out of school. I'm picking up my daughter. And their music, you know how teenagers are. A crossbreed between a banana and a peach is not possible because the plants are not closely related enough genetically. And Justin, yes, I am Jamaican, Justin. I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican. Yes, yes, yeah. Jamaican by heart. Jamaican don't like use credit card. It's important to use it, but it's also important to have a balance. It's also important to regulate yourself and check yourself. Check yourself. With me, what I get to realize is every time I go on the road and I spend, I never, ever, ever have a debit card. Never. The other day I went to the airport and my daughter's bag was overweight and I was supposed to pay. And guess what I was looking for? I was looking for my credit card. I was like, oh, where's my credit card? I couldn't find it. I said, oh, luckily I took them out my bag. So I had to pay it on my debit card. And if it was still in my bag, I would have used it. So I would have break the fast that I'm on. So I'm on a fast for 1 year of not using credit card. Buying a new car is a waste of money. Once you drive it, yes, 4 counts. It devalued thousands. Yes. And that's true. I mean, 9 years ago, I bought this car. Jesus, I told this girl I'm on my live, bro. I text her. I don't know why these kids don't read. They don't read. When I say they don't read, they don't read. And the same time I buy the car is the same time. Lorena, I just texted her from this phone and I don't know what's wrong with this kid, bro. I swear. I texted you the location. Use your eyes. I'm not going to find you. I'm not at the sign. Look in the direction of where the picture is taken. The parking lot is empty. You cannot miss my car. Well, keep walking. Walk around the lot until you find me. I'm on my life. I am in the parking lot, so walk around. It's not big. You will find me. You will exercise. You get abs. If you can't use common sense, then get some abs. Yes. And the same time we bought the car, brand new. As soon as we drive it off, $5,000 is gone off of the car. And my kids are always asking me, will I have a luxury car? Yeah, but in a business name, not my name. I wouldn't. I would be doing it for business, not for me. I'm just not doing that. A business car? Yeah. But for me, no. Because you're gonna come in here and ask me if I buy Chick-fil-A without our watch. Listen this.
Mommy, you way farther than what you said. That's not what the picture looked like.
You don't look? Your eyes don't work?
Chick-fil-A?
Okay. What did I tell you?
You really got me something.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's actually Gabby.
Where's my chicken nut? Wow. So you let me think you got me Chick-fil-A? Wow.
Want to ask my subscribers what I just told them?
You want to go to the store real quick? I gotta get something for Gabby.
Want to ask my subscriber what I just told them?
What?
That's the same thing you're coming in here to say.
What?
Exactly what you just said.
What did I say?
And that's why you can't stop using credit card, because this.
What did I say?
Is like this. Hold on. Let me wrap up this library and then we can leave. They don't make nice cars anymore. It doesn't come with a cigarette lighter from the factory. I don't want it. Toyota and under may be an exception. They don't have class to me. Just my personal opinion. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. I wasn't into Toyota. My husband got me into Toyota. I don't regret it. On my car, I have I just reached 100,000 miles. It's 9 years old. It's 9 years old in November, because my daughter's birthday is today. She's 9. Yeah, and we bought it the year. It was my push present. It was the end of the year. And she was born in January, so that was November, December, like around there.
We need to. Oh, actually, I'll just tell you later.
Yeah. So it is so crazy, guys. It is so crazy. But blessed. Yeah, she's 9 today. For that $19 I just get, I'm gonna tell her about it and I'm gonna give it to her. Let me screenshot it.
You took Gabby to school?
Yeah, I took her to school. So she wanted breakfast, girl. So I had to take her to Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's supposed to get her Starbucks.
Oh, she wants Starbucks too. Girl, Gabby be putting you putting you guys. I see why you guys don't have no money.
Who don't got no money?
How long have you been working, Riri?
Okay, but who don't got no money?
How long have you been working?
For 2
You
months.
should at least have. You have been working for 2 months. You should at least have $2,000 saved.
Mommy, I've only made $2,000. What are you talking about?
Well, if you only made $2,000, you should at least have $900 saved.
Mommy, what? So in the 2 months I've been working, I got $200 to spend?
You made $2,000. You should at least
If
have
I made
$900.
$2,000 in total, Mommy, and I saved $900, how much money am I gonna get?
How much money she's gonna get, guys? If she made $2,000 for the month, tell me how much you think she should have saved.
Like, not for the month, for in all my time working there since October, I've made $2,000.
October?
Yes. I started working in October. At the very end of
So
October.
how much you work a month? You make $400 a month?
Pretty much about that, yeah.
Who you telling that to?
$400? Oh, no, not a month.
I don't know if you think...
$400 every other week, sorry. Bi-weekly $400.
You make $800 a month. So how much you save out of $800 a month?
$100 every month.
$800 a month. How much you think you should save out of $800 a month?
$100 every month. And that's if I get a good check.
Read this.
Mommy,
Read this.
Like,
Read
they
this.
don't know me, bro.
Read this. Well, you got zero waste. Zero waste. Okay? You don't have bills. They don't have to know you to prepare you for your future. They don't have to know you to give
I don't
you.
have bills.
Oh, so you don't have bills right now.
So what does that mean? I'm confused.
Oh, what does that mean?
You trying to say
Ask Google.
You trying to say I should
Google.
be saving for bills I don't have?
Ask Google. Ask Google.
Mommy, I don't pay bills and I don't have kids, so I can have money to spend.
You heard this?
All I have to worry about is my college expenses and my senior expenses that I have to pay for, which I'm saving for. and just my life expenses, my life savings in general. But I'm not. What you want? Like,
So,
what am I?
okay, so you're gonna
how
pay
you
for
gonna
drive?
tell
No,
me
you
to
have
save?
driving school. Are you paying? Are you serving? Are you?
No,
saving?
mommy, you can't do that because you've been told me you was gonna pay for my driving school.
I'm
mommy.
not. Cause I got
You
bills
told me you
and
was
I have
paying for my
kids.
driving school.
Listen, I got
Oh,
bills.
mommy, you're so
I have
weird.
kids and I have expenses.
Oh, that's weird, mommy. No, that's weird.
And so therefore, if I gotta
been told me
save,
you was paying for my driving school.
if I gotta
mommy.
listen, if I gotta
That's
save for
crazy.
something that you're gonna benefit from, well, your bill is. Listen, you're gonna pay me back for driving
save.
school.
Okay,
I
I'll
will
pay
pay-
back when I get rich and I make it in life. I'll pay you back. I'll buy you a car.
I don't
We
need your
discussed
car,
this.
baby. I need my. You're working. You
Okay.
should be buying the things in for yourself.
Okay, I'll pay you
You're gonna
back
say,
then.
I don't have bills, I don't have expensive, I don't have this, so I don't have to save. That's why you should be saving.
I'll pay you back. I just said.
Do you have a car?
Mommy, you not helping me buy a car.
Do you have a car?
No, but
Are
I
you
don't even have
saving-
no license.
Okay, are you saving towards buying a car?
Yes, I'm saving towards buying a car.
How much money you got?
I told you I saved $400.
$400. Out of since October you're working, you just saved $400.
Yes.
If I don't make money, it doesn't make sense. Making money and spending it at the same time you get it, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you don't make money, it don't make sense. Exactly.
If you
So as
don't
long as
make
you making
money, it don't make
As
sense.
long as you're making
But
money, it
if
makes
you make
sense.
money and you spend it all off, you don't make sense either. What are you working for? You're not investing. Okay, I understand if literally she working since October, she literally should at least have $900. And if she, I mean, not $900. That's tangible $900. $900 she should put in a investing
Please
account.
get out the parking lot and like.
I am coming. An investment account or something. And no matter how you try to teach these kids, they think they're gonna be privileged kids forever. They think I have a warranty on my life. I know how long I'm gonna be here for to facilitate their life. They really think it's gonna be something permanent. I don't know how long I have. They don't know how long I have. You should have at least $666.
I have an interview.
You should have at least $666.
Okay, I'm $200 down. Mommy, you talk about I should have at least $1,000 saved.
All right. You should have $666 of $2,000 saved. The minimum. You're coming. The bills are also coming. She's gonna be 18 in August. She will have her phone bill.
So I'm the only one out of your kids paying their phone bill,
Brissy paying her phone bill.
but Aliana's 21 not paying no phone bill.
Because Aliana
And she
getting
has
good.
the same spending problem as me. So what are you talking
No,
about?
Aliana getting good grades.
Okay, so
Aliana,
if I get good grades, I don't have to pay my phone bill. Simple. I get good grades, so that's solved right there. Because Aliana has the same spending problem I do, and saving problem.
saves while you're at home with no. Save while you're at home with no bills. Eat up all the food at home with no bills. But you know what?
I barely eat.
You know what?
I literally barely
DoorDash
eat.
comes to the house 24/7.
Mommy, I barely eat, man.
That's where the money goes to. DoorDash. That's where the money goes to, my love. DoorDash. And that's why I had to buy some stocks in DoorDash, because these teenagers, that's all they work for, DoorDash.
Oh, where does my money go to?
Make a budget so you can see where your money is. Make a budget so you can see where your money is going. So I promised her to pay for driving
Where does my money
school.
go to?
So I promised to pay for driving school for her, and this is the last thing. You know, my adopted mom, that's her godmother, she told me, don't pay for anything. She's working now. She should have these expenses. You're gonna regret it if you keep doing that. She is working. She needs to go to driving school. She should be paying for driving school. Yeah. If you take her to work, she should be giving you gas money. Yes.
I pay for your gas multiple times, mommy. I pay for your gas all the time.
With who? Aliana?
With you. I've paid for your gas before.
Aliana, Lorena, the other day, I went to take you to the dentist. You said, I'm going to put $30 gas in there. And I
Yeah.
said, okay, because
Exactly,
I know Aliana
so-
is taking you to work. So I said,
No.
okay.
Regardless,
wait.
I still pay for
Let
your
me
gas.
let me ask you
I
something.
almost filled your tank.
All right, $30.
And I bought you
How-
snacks.
How many times did Aliana take you in my car?
Every time I had work.
Okay, do you think $30 gas could take you so many times?
It did, though. Because it did. It actually did. So what are you talking about?
Oh, because you saw gas in there, you thought it was your $30 that actually take you for so many times.
Mommy, the gas tank was on full when I was done with the car. It wasn't $30, it was $40 gas, and
Okay.
$40 fills your tank.
Okay, $40 doesn't fill my
Yes,
tank.
it does,
It's
mommy.
$64 that
I know
fills
how
my
the
tank.
car works, mommy. $40 fills the tank.
Riri, well, I'm gonna empty it and I'm gonna make you put $64 into it. It's
Mommy,
$64 fills my tank.
$40 fills your tank.
$64 fills my
I filled your
tank.
tank with $40, mommy.
$64 because I have gas in my car. So therefore, Lorena, if you are driving in my car, you need to pay for transportation. It's not free. Since you ain't got no bills and you ain't got nothing to worry about, you're gonna have to start paying your way.
Why do you have to ruin my peace? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I'm not
like,
ruining
mommy,
your
no,
peace.
because
It's
like
life.
the way you're making it seem like it's like, okay, since you have it so good, you can't have it this good. I need to make it hard for. That's what you're saying. Like, what do you mean?
Because you're literally telling
how are
me.
you gonna punish me because I don't have bills? Like, I don't understand. How is that my fault? I don't have bills. Literally, how is that my fault?
This generation is messed up, don't you think?
Like, you're trying to punish me because I don't have no bills. Like, you talking about I need to start paying for this and paying for that since I don't have
You
bills.
guys think
like,
she
why
needs
am
to
I
get
getting
bills?
punished for not having bills?
Do you think I need to give her responsibility? She's 17, about to be 18 in August. Do you think she needs responsibility? Because you hear this, she's working because she doesn't have bills.
But why are you mad because I don't have bills though? I'm confused.
It's
like,
good
how
you're
is
talking
that?
about it. It's good I'm talking about it, but it's good she's not listening to anything that I'm saying.
Oh, we need to go to the store to Giant.
She's not listening to anything that I'm saying. Nothing.
Mommy, I'm listening to you. I need to save, but like I don't understand why I'm on punishment because I don't have no bills to pay. Like I'm your child. I shouldn't have bills. Like, well, I don't understand. Can I have a childhood before I have to grow up and be an adult? Can I have a childhood? Is that okay with you? Like, I don't understand.
She's
why
not
I'm being
listening. She's just
punished,
yapping.
Like
Nothing.
you just you trying to punish me because I don't got bills. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not an adult yet. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm sorry. Like,
With a smirk too, she's
at
laughing.
some point you didn't have bills.
You
either.
work now,
Like,
you live once you retire. If you're smart and you have great self-control, you can retire in your late 30s. I know that seems like forever to a child, but you know how many kids today? I have this little boy. I'm gonna make you meet him. I'm gonna make you meet him. His name is Goku. He's 9 years old. Goku already talked about his stocks that he wants. If you give Goku any money, he said this is going in his stocks because he's from Nigeria. He said he's gonna be a millionaire. All of Goku money is invested in stocks, and you gotta put his money in. Ask his mom. You have to put his money in, and everything he gets he save. He said, I don't have to pay for nothing. My mom pays for everything, so my money goes into my stocks. At 9 years old, his mother taught him that. And no matter how I teach these big, I don't even know what they are, all they worry about is spending. Buying hair, buying nails, buying makeup. It's all they care about. It's important to have a childhood, but it's important to learn that you have to save. You have to save. Don't think if I didn't save, she could have the life that she have. She couldn't have the life that she have today if I didn't save. One of the best things my mother ever told me was to write down everything I spend at the end of the night. You will open your eyes to see how much money you waste. Write down everything you spend at the end of the night. But them are hard head coconut, yeah? Them not listen. But we'll continue this, guys. We'll come back, okay? Remember, we're on our no credit 2026 marathon, so we'll catch up with you guys. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Thank you for helping my channel to grow. And every Monday we'll come back on and we'll do a recap of where we are with spending on our credit card. Okay, have fun, take care, love you, bye guys.